Hey everybody, Chris Miller here for the Miller Firms, and I want to reach out and put this message out to people. Okay, I'm having trouble. I've been a door to door guy for 30 years. Okay, I have sold deals from as low as 20 bucks to as high as 9 million. Okay, and I know what works and what doesn't work. And folks, the level of sales calls that I have been receiving lately are on a par so far below the power curve, it is insane to me. Okay? I don't know if nobody's training people anymore or if nobody bothers to care anymore about their approach. But look, if you are a salesperson and you're going to make a cold outreach sales call, have the common decency to prepare in advance and show that prospect respect for their time. Okay? Guys and girls out there, if this is you, stop doing this stuff. Okay? Be direct. Don't tiptoe around your offer. Don't tiptoe around what your thought process is or what your sales point is. If you're going to call somebody, tell them what the hell you're calling them for. Okay? I literally had this guy, he calls me up yesterday and he says, before I get started, I want to tell you that this is a sales call and you can hang up now or give me 30 seconds to tell you what it's about. Right? Or you can hang up now. Okay? If you not want to go on with the call, we can just hang up now. Literally, in the first 10 seconds of me answering the phone, he told me to hang up on him 3 times. And then he shut up and just dead air for 20 seconds until I said, because I'm a salesperson, right? I'm curious about where he's going. I want to find out what kind of moron am I dealing with here? Who is training this guy to do this? So I wait patiently. 20 seconds go by. I say, well, you're sitting here for 20 seconds now and you haven't said anything. You got 10 seconds left. He's like, oh. You know? And then he goes on and he starts mumbling like he's reading a piece of paper, but not even very well. Like it's the first time he'd ever read the piece of paper. Right? And maybe it is. I don't know. But do yourself a favor, right? Prepare for your sales calls in advance before you make them. Do your prospect that favor. Do him the common courtesy of respecting his or her time. Okay? And trust me, they're going to appreciate that much more. And you're going to get better results than any of this, tiptoeing around crap. This tiptoeing around crap isn't going to work for you. Okay? Here's another one. I got a woman calls. She says, I'm interested in buying your house. Would you be interested in selling? Simple. To the point. I love it. If I'm interested in selling, now I'm going to say, yeah, I might be interested in selling. If I'm not interested in selling, I'm saying no. And I'm going to say, have a good day. Right? Get that out of the way. She'll go on to the next person that might be interested in selling. Well, in this situation, I responded, well, it depends. What offer are you making? If the numbers are right, I might be interested in selling. Because I'm a businessman. I think in terms of dollars and cents. If something makes financial sense, I'll take the deal. I can always find another residence somewhere else. I got no attachment to this house. I got no attachments to anything, right? Buddha would love me. I can let it all go, and I'd be just fine. All right? So, I give her that opening, right? What are you offering? And she says, oh, well, why are you selling? I'm not selling. But you just said, no, I said if the numbers are right, I would consider selling. If you give me the right offer, you might have yourself a deal. If you give me the wrong offer, no harm, no foul. So at this point, we're established that I'm in the market at the right number. She doesn't ask me anything about what that right number might look like. She doesn't ask me anything about other sales in the area and is that comparable. She doesn't ask me anything about what would I do if I sold, where would I go, or anything like that. She says, well, why now? What do you mean, why now? Why would you consider selling now? Why not before? Why, I said, no reason. This is my house. That's why not. It's not on the market. But if you give me the right number, again, I give her this opening. If you give me the right number, we might have a deal. So what kind of numbers were you thinking? Oh, well, yeah, we can get into the numbers, but why now? She says. Again. And I already shot down that stupid question, right? So she's not listening. I kid you not. I let it go on 10 times just to see how far she was going to take it. And then I got bored with it. Okay? Every time I told her, it's not about any other reason than the money. If the money's right, you'll get a deal. If the money's not right, you're getting nothing out of me. It's not going to happen. But why now? What would be your reason now? My reason is nothing more than the money. If the numbers are working in my favor, you'll get a deal. I've got no reason to keep the house, no reason to let the house go. The only reason I would do it would be cash. But why now? Oh my God. You can't do that to your clients. You can't do that to your prospects. Not if you want to survive. You're going to be eating bag lunches, folks. Listen to your prospect on the phone. Prepare those calls in advance. And be ready to hear them when they talk to you. If you can do those things, after you do that, then you present them with an offer. And if that offer is to the point, it is clear, and the message is clear, and you have a bit of confidence that comes along behind it, instead of just mumbling through a page that you've never bothered to read before, you're going to make money. If those things are not happening, you're going to be eating bag lunches that people hand you because you got your hand out on the street corner. Sir, could you spare a dime? That's going to be your future. Okay, so for my work from home group, you guys working at home, a lot of you are making sales calls. Don't be like these 2 months, okay? And I don't know who trained them, but those people need some training, all right? If those people are listening, if the 2 people that called me are listening, give me a call. I will train you, all right? I have a coaching program. Right now, it's $5,000 to get into it. As of June 1st, it will be $10,000 to get into it in order for me to kind of level out the supply and demand, because it turns out I made it a little too light of an offer. So I got too many people want to get into it, and I only have so much time that I can devote to it. So I don't want anybody to get less than what I expect to put in, right? If it wouldn't meet my own specifications for service quality, I'm not going to sell it to somebody, okay? And so I don't want to dilute the service that any of my clients get because I had to take on too many clients, right? So if you know anything about economics, right? The law of supply and demand, right? If you have a lot of supply and not enough demand, you lower your price to get more demand up for it. And the opposite is also true. If you have a lot of demand and you don't have enough supply, you raise the price in order to bring down the demand, right? Because you weed out people that can't afford it. So then you level off those numbers, and then you find your right pricing point for what you're doing. So that's economics 101 right there for you folks. So it turns out, my numbers were not right. So I'm adjusting my numbers in order to bring this back down and level me back off so that I can get where I want to go, okay? And where my clients can all get the service quality that they deserve. So as of right now, I am being selective with who I am taking because I'm at the $5,000 price point, but I have made the decision that price point is changing as of June 1st. So instead of $5,000, it will be $10,000. You may say, well, gee, Chris, what do you get for that coaching program? My coaching program basically shows you how to get 10 grand or more per month generated within the first 60 days. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to sustain that from there. So we're going to build it based on figuring out what it is you want, who you currently are, what you want to be. Then we're going to build you a plan to get there. And then we're going to keep you accountable to get there after we get your mind right around it, okay? Because believe it or not, a lot of people in business think they know what they want. It turns out they're wrong until they analyze themselves and find out, oh my God, I'm on the wrong track, And then on top of that, they think they know how to get it. And then they analyze it and realize, I'm not actually doing anything that's going to bring me in money. No wonder I'm poor, right? So a lot of starving entrepreneurs out there, the reason why you're starving is because you're not doing the right things. And if you are doing them, you're doing them in the wrong order. So we're going to show you who you are, what you want, how you're going to get there. And then we're going to get your mind wrapped around it to get there the right way. And lastly, we're going to keep you accountable to make sure that you get there in order to put $10,000 or more in your revenue streams each month from here on out. Okay. So we're going to show you how to do it, and then you just maintain it, and we keep you on that track, okay? So for that, $5,000 as of today. Today is May 26th, I want to say. Yes, May 26th. All right, so you got until June 1st. June 1st, it turns into 10 grand, all right? That's all I want to say. Don't be these people. Whether you hire me or you don't hire me, I don't care. But what I do care about is stop calling me with stupidity. If you're going to dial my phone number, be ready to talk.